Hey guys, and we're back with another TankBuster podcast video.
What's up? This
And
time, we're gonna talk about the Activision Blizzard merger
hmm,
and how it's finally actually happening now.
right, because I remember like a few years ago they announced that like Activision is gonna be buying out Blizzard, and when I first heard about it, I thought like, okay, is this really gonna happen, or are they just like kind of beating around the bush with it? But
Yeah, it seems. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I was just very surprised that they closed the deal on it.
Yeah, it seems like it's been forever since it got announced. It was like either last year or I think it was like last year or January where they were like finally had it confirmed, and they had to
Mm-hmm.
jump through all these hoops, and I think they like the EU tried to block it somehow. There was like a whole lawsuit they had to go through, and then they
Right,
finally the EU was finally like, okay, I guess you're fine.
right,
And
and
so
then
what, like 2 days ago now it's like official. It's like actually happening.
right, and then the crazy part is that it came at a time when those scandals and those scandal rumors, or I guess more like just flat out evidence that things were going down at Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, the whole
Yeah. Yeah, it was a weird time. It
harassment
was a
issue.
definitely a weird time to like buy that studio. That's for
Yeah,
sure, to say the least.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Microsoft just. I mean, I feel like they made the right move, but they just made it a very awkward time to do it.
Yeah.
But besides that, uh, I guess today's main topic would be since a lot of games and studios are going to be moving over to the Microsoft headquarters, or under Microsoft's umbrella. I guess we're here to talk about, what that could mean for the future of any of these companies or gaming as a whole.
Yeah, because there's actually like a lot of games. Because like it's not just Activision Blizzard, it's like Activision Blizzard King. So
Right.
it's like all the Call of Duties, all of
Mhm.
Blizzard's games, all of like the mobile like
Candy
Candy
Crush.
Crush and
Right.
all those like the games that King makes. It's like a lot of games that are gonna have like I don't know, their whole model changed maybe, and a lot of them are like also like live service games,
Yeah.
like all the Call of Duty games, World of
Mm-hmm.
Warcraft, Diablo,
Mm-hmm.
Overwatch. It's
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
of stuff that's probably going to potentially change in like the next year.
Yeah. And then that's a lot of potential to have on Xbox's side of things, because like I know the running joke in at Xbox is like, oh, they have no exclusives, or oh, they have no games. But it's like, you know if push comes to shove in like the next 10 years, when like that little contract that they have for like saying that like they have to keep Call of Duty on the other gaming consoles is done, who's to stop
Yeah.
who's to stop Microsoft from saying, okay, Call of Duty is now an Xbox exclusive now, you know?
Yeah, and I think like speaking of Xbox and stuff like that, I think Game Pass is something that's going to be kind of important. Like a lot of people have been speculating that like World of Warcraft is going to get put on Game Pass.
Hmm.
Like if you have a Game Pass subscription, you just get a sub for WoW as well.
Right,
Um, or like Overwatch could go on Game Pass and stuff like
right.
that.
Like they could get
Um,
exclusive skins, or exclusive, like, I guess I guess they could I guess they could have it to where like, oh, only Xbox players can play on this map
yeah,
during this first week, and then the rest of the games get it as well. Well,
yeah,
uh,
and a lot of people have like ever possibly be on Xbox. Like if they ever figure out a way to like port it to consoles, if that would ever happen.
hmm,
Probably not. I feel like it's maybe too complicated, but it's kind of interesting to think about, like that it
right,
could be a real possibility, or like Diablo could be exclusive on consoles. I know it's been on consoles before, but
right, but
maybe
it
it's
could
like
just
only on Xbox from now on.
right. Yeah, if they do that, that would be an actual power move that Microsoft would have under their belt.
Yeah, because like really, let's be real. Uh, PlayStation kind of won the whole console war thing.
Yeah,
Like,
like for the
like
most part in exclusives because like,
yeah,
it's hard it's hard to compete with like Spider-Man, man, and
yeah.
God of War.
When
But,
all you have is like Halo, like
right,
that's about it. Halo
and
and Forza.
yeah, and 343 doesn't seem to want to get their act together. They are now with Halo Infinite, but I feel like it's a little too late. But that's besides the point. What I would really like to see come to Xbox Game Pass Studios and or just make a new studio just for the Transformers series, so we can have like an Xbox exclusive games on, I guess Xbox for Transformers. Because
Yeah, it would be cool.
it's been a very long time since like as a Transformer fan, it's been a long time since there's been like a quality Transformers game made. I think the last one was made in like 2015 with Transformers Devastation, but
Yeah,
that's that's my I think it was made by Platinum Games, but I feel like that's my main wish or main goal
yeah,
to get out of this merger.
yeah. I'm surprised. I'm kind of surprised that there hasn't been like more big Transformers games. Honestly, I feel like there's a lot of potential there. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like we have a million different like Marvel games, and not all of them are really that good. Like there was
No.
like Midnight
No.
Suns and the Avengers
Right.
game and the Guardians of the
Right.
Galaxy game, and all those were kind of like mid. But like
Right.
Transformers is a franchise that's arguably
It could
as
be up
big
there.
in terms of scope. It's maybe not as popular, but it's definitely
Right.
that big in terms of scope. And so I don't know. I'm just surprised that there hasn't been
Hmm.
more games.
Excuse me. Yeah, and maybe with this new deal, maybe with this new deal with Activision and Blizzard becoming under Microsoft, maybe we could actually see something happen for that in the future.
Yeah, it would be cool. There's a lot of like somewhat dead franchises, for lack of a better term, that
Hmm.
would be cool to be revived. Like if under the like if Microsoft wants them, because since if they'll own the rights, like StarCraft or whatever, there hasn't been
Right.
any word of anything StarCraft since
Yeah.
2016 or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
and the game is like somewhat almost abandonware at this point. They barely ever update it, so it'd be nice to see if like Blizzard or if Microsoft could maybe like I don't
do
know
something with it.
announce a sequel or something. Yeah,
Yeah. It's like it's like that stick drawn meme where it's like, come on, do something.
yeah, please, bro. I would love it. Like StarCraft 3, I would go insane.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like World of StarCraft, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
Because
World of
like,
Warcraft was an RTS first. They could
you're
do
right.
it.
And the crazy part is I feel like, my first exposure to StarCraft was that Reinhardt skin in Overwatch, so I was just like,
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so I'm like, I definitely could see where they would definitely need a new game to bolster.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if like a year from now or whatever, there will be like a game that comes out that is like uh how do I describe this? That's like this is the new studio. You know what I mean? Like
Mm,
a defining
right,
game.
right,
'Cause
like the
I
next,
just wonder like what'll happen to all the games that were in development at Blizzard
yeah,
and
my
if they will like go forward in the same
right,
way or whatever.
because they could do something where like they just clean house, where they're just like, all right, whatever you're working on, wipe it off the table. Here's what you're gonna do. You know?
Yeah, which would kind of suck because there was a Blizzard was making like a open world survival game or something. It was very vague.
Yeah.
Um, when
Well,
they
you know,
announced it.
with Blizzard, it'll take like, well, old school Blizzard, it would take like 10 years before you actually saw a trailer for that said product.
Right. So it's like I just wonder like what will happen to that under Microsoft or like
Right.
what the next WoW expansion will look like under Microsoft because they are set to announce one in like a month whenever BlizzCon is this year. I think it's like a month.
Mm,
So I
yeah.
don't know. It'll be interesting to see like as somebody who plays a Blizzard game like every day, like if
Mm-hmm.
anything changes like noticeably in game, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can definitely see that because, with a giant company like Microsoft buying you out, it's like a lot of things could change overnight.
Yeah.
So,
Well, so just coming from like a World of Warcraft perspective,
hmm.
there has already been like some change. They've been
Oh, really?
so Amazon or Microsoft is partnered with Twitch, right?
Right.
Um and so there has since the merger was like announced or since it hasn't been like finalized, but like parts of it have gone through or whatever. But ever since that happened, there have been Twitch drops. Like if you watch a
Mm,
certain amount of like
hours?
World of Warcraft on Twitch, you get a drop. And the
Oh,
drops have been like items that have been previously removed from WoW. People thought they weren't
oh,
going to be able to ever get them again. So that is
interesting.
like one thing that they've already changed. And that was before the merger was even really like all the way through.
Oh,
So to do something that drastic or that drastic without having like the full control is just kind of encouraging, I guess.
yeah. It just goes to show you that really anything could happen, like
I
within,
know, yeah.
and I don't think we'll see like the full scope of what Microsoft has unveiled or what Microsoft is cooking with until like maybe I would say 3 to maybe 5 years from now.
Yeah, it'll probably
There's
take a while in terms of like new-ish games and not just like updating already
right,
existing stuff.
but like they definitely have an ace up their sleeve right now with all these
Yeah.
studios under them.
Yeah, it's exciting to see like what they'll do.
Right. Hmm. And I guess that would really be it for us. Hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's all we got to talk about. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like a very broad topic, but I think that's kind of it in a nutshell.
Right. Because uh, let's just hope for the best with these new games coming out under Microsoft Studios.
Yeah, it'll be cool to see.
All right. Well, I guess that's our time. So I guess until next time, guys, see you.
See ya.